Oh, we got somebody off. That's Takuma Sato. Yeah, in a cloud of dust, and that's just behind where we saw Schumacher.
Well, that'll not affect Schumacher because at least he can complete his lap, but Sato has managed to get across the gravel, may have just kissed the barrier, but no serious damage. Olivier Panis, he improves to 8th position, so it's the beginning of the countdown, 10 minutes to go. But there we see they can probably remove that car safely. But the trouble is there will be a yellow flag there, so you are required to slow down in your previous best time.
Well, here he goes.
He just lost the back of the car, Ben.
Yeah, he lost it and went off, and you know he's been off in every single session, not only here but also at Imola. So he's maintaining a run of every single session from Imola, from the San Marino free practice sessions, qualifying, everything through to here. And dear oh dear, he does not need this. Takuma needs to get some laps under his belt.
Well, Michael Schumacher's time, 1:18.651, will be a disappointment.
Surprise, I would have to say, as well.
I think so too.
Not that quick from Michael Schumacher on that lap. Now, the yellows shouldn't have affected him, as you say, because they were behind him effectively on the lap, but he's certainly backed off now.
Well, we got an indication that from that first sector time he was a tenth of a second down in Barrichello, and he went on to lose a further half a second around the lap, so well, maybe it isn't going to be that special for Michael. Maybe it's not going to be that easy for Michael Schumacher.
Takuma Sato walks away. And a bit of discussion.
Yeah, well, we put the journey flat back on the other one.
Going on down there in the Jordan camp.
Well, sounds like they may have taken a gurney flap off. That's a little return lift at the back of the rear top wing element. And what it does is it gives a very effective rear end grip, but you pay the penalty in top speed. That sounds like Gary Anderson, technical director, saying put it back on the car. It may simply have been the case that Sato had that taken off, as he maybe was suffering a bit too much understeer, and the back end of the car just didn't provide the grip. Certainly it was the back end that he lost, and that's what took him off into the gravel.
Well, we're on board with Pedro de la Rosa here, and you know, Eddie's been fairly aggressive in getting rid of people over the last couple of weeks, John, who haven't performed for the team. At the moment, Takuma Sato's not doing a brilliant job. He keeps falling off the road, doesn't he?
Yes, but I think to some degree Eddie brought Takuma Sato in, believing that bringing a young Japanese driver in would help his position with the Honda engine deal, and I don't think it's quite like that in reality, but it was in Eddie's mind at the time he did the deal.
So Mark Webber on track. Great to see that they finally got this car prepared after he had that front wing failure earlier on. He's last of all at the moment from his time he set in just a few laps this morning. I'm sure it won't take him long to improve on that. 1:22.1 is current best. Alex Young is next slowest at a 1:21.700.
Mark Webber, of course, is going to have to go through a total rebalancing of the car, but I must say, looks pretty neat and tidy there, but on fairly fresh tyres, tucks the car in, is able to keep the car in. Now that we've not seen from many people. Of course, he's not at racing speed, but nevertheless, that's what you expect a car to do, dive straight back into the pits, and with just under 7 minutes remaining, he would like to get back out again before checkered flag comes out to complete the second 45-minute session.
But intelligent driving, he knows he hasn't got much time. He's got to go out, do maybe not a complete lap, get a feel for the car very quickly, come back in, say to the engineers, right, I need this, this and this, or it's doing this and I don't want it to, and they've got to be fast to make adjustments because he's running out of setup time here.
Look, Heidfeld's time, 0.0963, that is pretty good.
So Rubens Barrichello fastest, Nick Heidfeld second fastest, then Michael Schumacher, Frentzen, Raikkonen in 5th place, then Coulthard, Massa, Panis is 8th, Fisichella 9th, and Ralf Schumacher in 10th place.
Well, it's going to be the charge of the light brigade. We've got 2 cars out on track. In fact, they're all rushing out. Benoldi's gone, Barrichello's gone, and Lemony looking down, and McNish is also currently on track with just over 5 minutes remaining. I wonder whether everybody else is going to go at the same time and have that usual traffic jam of 20 odd cars, 21 cars, because of course Sato's car will not take part in these closing moments.
No, he's making his way back to the pit.